Everybody, welcome back. This is stage 6. I'm absolutely forcing myself to ride the bike tonight. I don't want to. I'm so tired. I'm hanging in there. I'm doing pretty good overall in the races. Again, it's not GC contention, it's not KOM contention, nothing like that, but I'm holding my own in each stage. I'm getting them done, and I'm happy about that. Again, the whole point of this is just to get my feet wet with it and to try it out, try my hand at it. So it's been good. It's been a lot of type 2 fun, which means once every stage is done, I look back, I'm like, oh, that was fun. When I'm in it, no, it's not really fun at all, actually. So stage 6 is actually a race. It's not a time trial again. Got a small pen. It's a late Friday night. Going for it. And then, yeah, we're looking at like 40 people right now. You guys, I don't want to do this. Come on.
This is the London 8 reverse route. The really only notable feature on it is the climb up Fox Hill. Now, don't get me wrong, that is quite the climb. Pretty long, fairly steep, and on the heavy, sluggish legs that I was dealing with, I knew that was going to be definitely the hardest part, for sure. I didn't have much punch left in me. So I wanted to stay with the group as much as I possibly could for as long as I possibly could, which was going to be to the base of this climb, basically. I just want to slow it down here a little bit. And, I mean, look at the power. It's not a lack of power, that's for sure. And yet, the group is just kind of pulling away, or at least really stringing out. I was pretty hopeful to me that the polka dot jersey was right there with me. So I'm trying to like keep a steady power that I can maintain, that I can do for the next 25 miles or however long. So I don't want to blow all my matches in the first 10 minutes and then just be absolutely toast for the remainder of this race. So I need to push myself, yet at the same time need to pick a cadence and a pace that I can sustain. So here I am pushing 300 watts because, yeah, I can sustain that one. Yeah, right. One thing I noticed in this race, actually, I thought was really interesting was, and it's kind of the premise of this Flamme Rouge racing thing, is my fatigue and specifically my heart rate. I think I saw it hit 180 maybe once or twice, but for the effort I'm doing right now, for it to only be 175, for me, it should be a solid 10 beats higher, I believe. And I'll talk about that a little bit later as we're kind of coming over this hill. Also, for me, I know it's very difficult. The climb isn't always the hardest part. I mean, sure, I'll fall behind, but I'll probably actually get dropped on the downhill. So I'm going to put more of an effort into this decline section while it's still kind of level and really catch up to these guys, and I have to draft. So I did, or at least I did towards the bottom of the hill. It's a very flat course with the exception of Fox Hill. So I just stayed with them the whole time. Found this group of about 8, 9, about 10 or so guys, give or take. And I just want to skip ahead, and we are doing the climb a second time now. And again, I know I'm just trying to match everybody else's power. That is literally all I'm trying to do right now. The fatigue is high. The desire is exceptionally low. I'm just trying to finish this race. And I don't have it in me. It was really nice. From time to time, you'll see pop up. Someone was directly chatting me. Roy, maybe you've seen him on YouTube a time or two before or on Zwift. He was watching my heat and giving me all the beta, giving me all the encouragement. And it was the greatest thing ever. And what he told me was, for the very end, for the final sprint, the banner is in the subway, which I knew. It's not where it usually is. It's a customized route here. And he said you want to hit your sprint just before you dive down those escalators where it's like a negative 15% grade. So I had that in my mind the whole time. And I was like, all right, maybe I'll be with like a small group like this, 10 or so guys. And maybe I can, if I'm still around for a field sprint, maybe I can really contest them. But I got to be around for the field sprint. And, 24th out of 63, not terrible. That's actually kind of average for me. I should be in that top 30-ish percent. Or at least that's in my head, that's where I want to be. I don't want to be any lower than that. I feel like that's fair. I feel like that's fair for me. So we descend this hill, and again, I know I need to probably do more power on the descent than I did on the uphill just to stay with everybody. And again, Roy's hitting me up. He's like, dude, you got to get on them. You gotta have a body in front of you. So that's exactly what I did. Really stepped on it. I mean, look at that power profile. And that at the end, that's on the descent, which is kind of stupid to me. Had to get off the trainer to fix something. Not everybody could hang. We're down to the last 3 guys. It's going to be a small field sprint down to the last 3 miles here. Here we go.
Shoot. Headphones are dead, man. That means I have to run on pure desire. The problem with that is, this is the final 3 miles of stage 6. I have no desire. The only desire I have is that this bike explode right now. That's it. That's all I want.
All right, here we go. Going back to the beta given me earlier was to start your sprint before you go down the escalator. Unfortunately, someone else started it before I could, and we get to watch how it should have been played out, but by me. And look at the gap that they were able to open. I'm not able to close it. I push what I can, and come out with 22nd overall. Normalized power, 266 watts. So not bad for over an hour of racing, but that was stage 6. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I pooped out and did not do stage 7. I did not feel good. My legs weighed 10,000 pounds each, and it was a king stage with a lot of climbing, so I decided to skip that. And that brings us right into stage 8, the final stage.
This is it, the final stage 8, Tour Britannia. I am very glad to be getting this over with. It's been a doozy, and I am not feeling too terribly hot right now for stage 8. It's going to be a long one. Just want to get it done. I want to be done. I want to be done. I want to be done. I want everybody to know that I want to be done. I'm over this. I'm kind of sick of it. But I feel like I've gained a lot, that's for sure. So, all right, let's race.
This is 2 laps of Royal Pump Room 8. This is 55 kilometers long, so about 35 miles, give or take, which doesn't sound that bad, but it is a very hilly course. They've all been very hilly courses. They've all been just stupid hard. And I've said that in every video. I've said that about every stage that I've even raced, and I haven't done 2 of them now. So, that was what made this race series so interesting, how the fatigue compounded. Just like the previous stage, my heart rate wasn't going as high as it normally would, or at least it wouldn't stay very high. Same thing on this one, but even compounded, actually. And so I do my best to stay up with the front group as much as I can, or a group, I should say. Which works out just fine and dandy at the first bit, but as soon as it goes up this steep incline, you either have to rocket up it and burn a match, and it's stage 8. I'm out of matches, you know. Like, it just, everything hurts so bad. But like right here, you see it gets real strung out. 3% grade, the sustained 3%, and then it only kicks up to 4 and then to 5, and like we're 8 minutes in. Look at my profile down at the bottom, my power. It's just so spiky. There's a lot of red. There's not a lot of rest. Now that's to be expected when it's early on, the first minute, 2 minutes of a race. But right there, I kind of buckled, and I pooped. I pooped on the power, and I started going backwards big time. So now we're in like 53rd, sitting in just over 50% or under 50%, depending on how you cut the cake. And now I do this big effort for some genius reason. I'm like, better hold 400 watts just to catch up to this group, which I don't know. I don't like how much power I had to put out, but I'm in with the group, and that's where I want to be. I want to be able to draft. I want to be able to work together. I want to be able to race with a group, because it's way more fun when you do that. That's why I put in that effort.
Dude. Ouch. 15 minutes in, and that hurt so bad. Just held 400 watts for like a minute to catch on. Oh my goodness.
I was able to get a couple minutes of recovery in. Again, drafting with the group, even racing with the group, makes a world of a difference because you do get a little bit of recovery, even if it's just for a couple minutes. Then I got the genius idea, let me blow the doors off on this next steep climb. Why I did this, I don't know. Obviously, my brain's not working. The fatigue is not just physical, it's also mental, as you can tell. So I just blast, absolutely blast. It levels off a little bit. I start getting past. It spikes up again. And I put out the power that I can for as long as I can. And then I start pooping out again. And I just start going backwards. And I'll be totally honest. This is probably one of the ugliest Zwift races I've ever done. And I've done a lot of Zwift races where I've spent a majority of the time in no man's land, totally alone. And from here on out, minute 22 is pretty much that story. I'm going to keep this one short because Lord knows it is not sweet. It was not a good race, extremely difficult. The fatigue was insane. But honestly, I thought that was kind of cool just because that's the whole premise of this race series, this Flame Rouge Racing, is to wear you down and then see who is still able to push through it. Again, I pooped out. I didn't even do stage 7. I did 6. I did 8. And this is my result. So I have a lot of work to do in just own fitness and training and bike fit and form and nutrition seemed to be pretty dialed. I'll be honest about that. Like I was in a good headspace overall. That's why like I'm talking as much as I am. And then towards the end, I'm talking like, and I'm not super exhausted and gassed. Like, you know, I'm in a good headspace despite my state of misery. So again, look at the standings. I'm in 65th now, mid 60s. So continually going backwards. Not the way you want to go. So I finished lap 1. All of that was just lap 1, by the way. Took 48 minutes to finish lap 1. And now I have to do the whole thing again.
Dude, I'm out. I'm so over this.
So again, I'm plenty alert. My headspace is there. I'm not in a good mood, sure, but not by any stretch of the imagination. I do just want to say how much I appreciate you guys for watching these videos. I tell you what, I have an absolute blast making them and doing them and seeing you guys in races and reading the encouragement and the beta, the information. I love it. So thank you guys very much.
Here we go. This is it. Last third of a mile, Tour Britannia 2023, baby's first FRR series. It was freaking miserable. Can't wait for the next one. Starts January 2nd. I was really thinking and hoping that taking a day off on the King stage, all stages, was really gonna help the legs today. I guess I can't actually say I was wrong. I guess we'll never know. And honestly, I'm okay with never knowing at this point. Rolling across the line, 1 hour, 40 minutes. There it is. Missing 2. That was it, right? Okay. Hour, 40 minutes. 62nd place. That's not cool. I can do better than that. And that's. Yeah, I'm really not thrilled about that. I don't like that. Lost a lot of places. Fatigue was major for sure. Yeah, dude, that was super hard. Boom, done, dusted. I'm done with that. Again, can't wait for the next one in January. I hope you guys join. Guys, thank you so very much for watching. Drop a word of encouragement down below. I would greatly appreciate it. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Give this video a like. Watch the previous episodes. Previous stages, they have been stupid hard. I hope you join. Next one starts January 2nd. Get on flamerougeracing.com or whatever it is and register. Guys, thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one.